Okay, hello everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Today is actually quite a last minute sharing, and we are talking about generative AI. It's something that is very interesting for me also because as educator, we need to protect our voice. So if you want me to do videos every day, well, I got no strength, man. And hello, Kok Lin. Thanks for being here, man.
Hello. Nice. Thanks for inviting me.
Now it's 9:41 p.m. And Kok Lin is very nice because I know after work, after long only work, and then gotta make sure that your kids are sleeping, then you can come on board. Thank you very much.
No problem. It's my pleasure.
I said when you can start, just take it away, whichever way you want.
And I'll just share my screen. Then I'll just give a brief introduction about myself.
Wow, lovely family.
Thank you. By day, I work in C Group. I'm in a group controllership role in C Group. This is my family. I have one boy, 5 years old this year, and my daughter just turned 2 years old.
Oh, 2 years old.
My wife is Malay, so we celebrate both Chinese.
Oh, nice. They can get red packet as well as green packet.
Correct. I also need to give red packet and green packet. How I got into AI was because in C Group, they did AI hackathon. Wow. One day AI hackathon. So I'm someone from finance, then I don't know how to code. So I was like, can I contribute or not? Because if I don't know how to code, then how do I then contribute an AI hackathon, right? So what I did was I just list my name. I'm good at pitching. I'm good at presenting. And hopefully someone find me. So someone really did find me, then we joined the hackathon together. So what I did was focus more on ideation and prompt engineering. So in the end, we managed to win Best Innovation. That's when it clicked. You don't even need to know how to code to use AI. And if you really know how to leverage on AI properly, right, there's so many different possibilities that you can do. So right now I'm like exploring to the AI video phase, which is then I think John saw my video, I think 90 to 95% real, then decided to see, hey, actually maybe this is something that is very good for the community, because I think John is really an amazing giver. Every time he see anything that has value for his community, he straight away reach out to me and tell me that, hey, can you share how can you do this so that we can benefit all the tutors in the community? So like I think he reached out to me in the afternoon. Then when I was on the train home, I was talking to Claude to create a PowerPoint. So I slapped everything together. I hope it will bring you guys a lot of value. Let's get on with it. So this is the AI talking real workflow. So this is the one that worked on. So yesterday, because I need to caveat, because yesterday was the day that I first downloaded the CapCut. Yesterday was also the day that I subscribed to all this AI video thing. And this is the one that worked for me, because I also tried the other workflow. Later I can show also if you have time. So this is a very simple workflow that I feel that, even though it's so simple, but it can achieve such a realistic video. So I think it's something that anyone can straight away put in and get it running. And the only subscription you need probably is only Veed.io here. So how does it work? You basically need two things. One is your input, which is your selfie. Later I will show you an example of which selfie I put and how I go through this entire workflow. Just bear with me first. So you need your selfie. This selfie is then for you to go through NanoBanana, this LM, to enhance the photo, to have a very good backdrop, for me, I took off my specs because sometimes your specs is reflective, right? So when I take a photo, I take it without my specs. Then after that, I ask the AI to add back the specs and change my clothes. Because now you see, I'm just wearing a normal t-shirt.
Because my degree is 1,000 plus. If you ask me to take off my spec and not put the spec back, I think everyone would say that that's AI.
Exactly. Later you see my picture, the spec is different color. And with generative AI, you need to do a few times. Not say like you do one time immediately or you got the perfect look you want already. You probably need to generate a few times then to something that is happy. And I can also show you how to do it faster. And maybe if you are using credits for it, how to then save credit. Then don't need to generate so many times. Then of course my room in the back now, I use this thing to cover because my room behind is all very messy. You want like a YouTube studio feel at the back. Correct? That is also what this NanoBanana can help you do to enhance your photo. So for this workflow, you just need a photo. You don't need a video of you talking and stuff like that. For the other workflow, you probably need something like that. But then it turned out not very nice. So I think we just stick to this workflow. So on the top is the visual pipeline. In the middle is your audio pipeline. So you need a script. So a script, you can use ChatGPT or Claude to help you generate a good script. You can have a very nice hook at the start. Then after that, what you're supposed to say and stuff like that. Then depends on how good you are. Let's say if you are very good, you don't need a script. You can speak off your mind, then you can do that also. If not, you can also do it like bullet points. Or if not, you can just have it work for. So the good thing about this entire workflow is because you are using just a still picture that is looking directly into the camera already, whether or not you read from a script or not, it doesn't matter anymore. Then in the audio pipeline, there are two ways you can do it. Once you have your script, you can use ElevenLabs to create an AI voice. Then after that, feed into VIO. But for ElevenLabs to create a voice, you definitely need a subscription. And even if you have a subscription, you still need, I think for tutors, it's quite easy because you need around 30 plus minutes voice recording of yourself. Then it can use it to train its AI to come up with a voice of whatever you type in your script. So if you are someone that lazy, I don't want to record anymore, I just want ElevenLabs to come up with the audio, then this is something I go for because I think for tutors, you guys probably have a lot of recordings of you talking, right? That could be a very good way for you to train the ElevenLabs for the AI voice. I myself, I never use ElevenLabs yet. Then because I find recording directly in Veed is really good enough. You don't really need another subscription to do it. Then the second part is just recording really in Veed.io. So once you have your enhanced photo and you have the and you have your voice already, right? You just need to put them together in Veed.io. Under this one looks the best. It's called Veed Fabric. Then you will have a output AI talking real video. Did you all see the video before? Maybe I can roughly show the video a bit.
And definitely show the video as part of the video for this video. Otherwise, those who watch it, they have no context.
So this is the video that I created using this workflow. You guys can see whether if you can see from the way I present all this, you can tell that this video is AI generated. But all of you only see this the first time, right? Maybe you can see whether it's good enough. I'm not sure whether on your end you can hear the audio or not.
Can the sound be recorded?
Can you hear the audio?
I think you can share the screen.
I need to share the screen. Oh,
Then later when you share that screen, you have to share computer sound also.
let me share the screen now. Can I share my whole screen?
I made you co-host, so you can just share.
I share my whole screen already. How to share the sound? Sorry.
Emma, you play first. If I can't hear the sound right, you reshare. No sound. Then you stop share again.
Stop.
When you share again, before you share screen first, then you click on that screen, which is your Safari or whatever. On the right side, there's this like share computer sound.
Share sound, right?
The one you must check.
I check already. Let's try again. Right?
Yeah, all this can be edited on. You can hear some sound from your laptop already.
But I can't hear.
For IG, sometimes it's muted. Here, you have to...
Understand. Okay, I restart.
We just restart.
I don't code, but I work with AI Hackathon. Hi everyone, I'm Kok Lin. By day, I'm a group controllership manager at C Group. Last year, I joined an AI. I almost did it but I focus on ideas and proteins, and we actually want best innovation. That's when you click. You don't need to code to use AI. You just need to think and apply it properly. So now after work, usually after my heat sleep, I help professionals and SME owners actually use AI. Yeah, they will call me and I'll share the use cases. Okay, that's a demo of how AI can do. You probably don't need to do the entire period. I think for most people, they do it, for snippets only. Like you're talking video a bit, then after that you B-roll into something. Or like sometimes when you come up with a generation, right, some parts of the video might be a bit glitchy. Then normally people are like, maybe I want an AI hackathon, then I cover my face with my winning picture and stuff like that. So that is how you can work around AI videos. So, yeah. So John, what do you think?
Yeah, it looks really good. Why? Because even I have been consuming content, so I've seen some the marketers and their videos. Yeah, so it looks very real. Yeah, so sometimes I think comes to a point whereby it's very hard to differentiate whether is it real or not real or AI. And also the other thing is because sometimes when we put a real face with a fake background, it makes the face fake.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, even when you watch news, right, the news anchor, when their background change and becomes like a green screen, they themselves look fake or AI generated. Yeah, so I think sometimes it's very hard to differentiate. So I think what I value most now is whether the content that they're saying is valuable.
I see. Yeah, because fake or not fake, if the content is valuable, the content is valuable, right? If you can learn something from the video, actually the video I think is a good video already. Yeah, you could do all the authentic things, but your video content sucks, then it's not gonna work also.
Yeah, even the whole video is all B-rolls and it's just like B-rolls. And if the content is good, we also share. So I think AI generated videos in my opinion now is just another type of video.
Okay, so that's the entire workflow and how the video will be looking like. Okay, so this 3-part workflow that I show you here is basically you need your selfie and a nice backdrop. You need your script and your voice. Then once you have both of them, you put into Veed.io, you can generate the video. Okay, taking the right selfie, you need to make sure that your face is lit up, because sometimes you might be seated at a place where the lighting is not very good. You can't really see the face. Then I think that will make the AI a bit hard to figure out how your real face will look like. Okay, in a generated video. Second is I take away the glasses because I feel my first attempt, right, because I got glasses on, eyes look very weird. So in the end, I took off my glasses, I took a video, then I added the glasses back. Yeah. Then home clothes are fine. You can just prompt the AI afterwards to change you into a professional attire. And then best, if possible, is you keep your background plain so that you can just extract you, then put another background. But later you can see my input, right? It's actually quite cluttered now. So even if it's so cluttered, you can see this is the input I put in. Can you see?
Okay, now we know how your room looks like. Is that a real room?
Yeah, that's the room I...
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
a lot of stuff.
So a lot of stuff. Then if you keep it blank, then it's okay. But even if you cannot, then at least it still works. I think it still works. Yeah. But I do have a light on my face, you can see, so that you can see my features more properly. Because the light is behind me actually in this setup. Yeah. So even like that, you can really generate a pretty good picture. Okay.
So first thing first, the face must be bright.
The face must be lit up so that you can generate. So this is the picture that was generated. So from just now, what I have based on the prompt, right? Later I'll share the prompt with you. It will change your background, change my shirt. Because if you see, I was wearing the specs is added in, the shirt also changed already here. Then the background is the nice thing, because you want it to showcase your brand name. It could be What If AI for me, it could be any other brand name that you have. So this is the input that you're supposed to come up with. And to come up with this input, maybe I can show you something else. Okay, can you see here in my screen? This is Higgsfield. Because I already have this subscription and inside there is NanoBanana. So I use this software to come and generate that. But what I use here is NanoBanana. So it's either NanoBanana 2 or NanoBanana Pro.
Sorry, what is this platform again?
This is called Higgsfield.
Oh, Higgsfield, okay.
So if you've seen their content, right, they do have like cinematic videos and stuff like that. Let me see. Yeah, you see, this is also AI generated.
Oh,
It's really like a cinema level kind of thing. So Higgsfield is good at this. Maybe it's taking a while to load.
yeah. I think it's like those kind of post-production.
Yeah. So this is the Higgsfield that you can create all these things. Under it, you can create images and stuff like that. If you can see, I have this one is the fake one, the one that don't really look like me. The movement a bit awkward. But one way to generate images, right? Because I have this Higgsfield AI, right? It gives me free generations from each prompt. So if you see here, when I generate the first time, right, it will give me 2 free ones. There was a third one, which is not very nice, which I deleted away already. And I think one way to try to save credits, right? You see, this one is I ask for a 2 by 2 grid. So you do one generation, but you get 4 photos. Then from the 4 photos, you can choose what you want. Then from there, you choose that photo already, then you try to upscale it.
How do you get in pairs instead of just individual?
Yeah, in your prompt, you can go to ChatGPT. So say now I give you a prompt. For instance, I give you this prompt. This is the exact prompt that I use, but I tweaked it. So this is the prompt that I learned from AI Video School. Then using this prompt, I put into Claude. Then I tweaked it. I say, okay, if I want 4 pictures in one generation, I will do 2 times 2. Then I ask Claude to help me change this prompt. Don't change it so much. Just add the 2 by 2 grid thing into this prompt. Then it will come up with something that can give you something like this. Okay. Then in this prompt, right, you also don't really have, because here, I think when they generate, right, they make sure the subject is identical feature, everything, hairstyle, glasses, clothing, all this. Yeah. So all these are okay, but then it doesn't tell you to add on the spectacles and also change your clothes. So if you just use this alone, then you might end up with something like this. Then if you use the same prompt, but you ask Claude to add in the other things that you want to add, because you probably don't know how to like further prompt it nicely so that the result will come out properly, right? You just go into Claude and tell Claude to say, okay, I want to add a spec. Help me change my clothes to something more professional. Then they will amend this entire prompt. Then once you paste it here, let me see. Is it this? Oh, yes. So actually, this is the prompt that I use for this video, these pictures. Yeah. Here is like add a pair of stylish modern spectacles. Replace the current clothing with smart casual wear. Right? That's all can be achieved. This one I can share with you, John, if you want to do. So
afterwards.
Yeah, later. Okay.
Yeah, I think my client went off already.
Your what?
Just one of my clients came in. Yeah, I think too late for her, so she went off.
No worries. Okay, we can continue.
Yeah,
Okay,
please.
just now we talked about taking the right, right? Then once you have the right selfie, you put in this prompt, you will get a nice backdrop. Then I think the aspect ratio is very important also. Meaning to say, once you go in, right, before you generate, because here I think it is very fast free. I can select, okay, what aspect ratio I want, what quality I want, 2K, 1K, 4K. What I did, 2K only. Yeah, so the credits is a bit lower. Then they give me free generations, then I just take lah. But if you use NanoBanana in Gemini alone, you probably need to tell them properly. Okay, I want a 9 by 16 real kind of portrait kind of a thing, or a desktop landscape kind. So you see, this is a 16 by 9 landscape kind. If you do a YouTube video or this, then maybe you need a 16 by 9.
To clarify, the NanoBanana is you use inside Higgsfield.
Correct. Then NanoBanana is Gemini one. So if you go to Gemini and you use their image creation, hopefully you can get, you can use the free version and try to generate something up. Yeah, for me, it's because I already subscribed to Higgsfield, and Higgsfield inside already have this NanoBanana, right? Then I go in, and somehow they give me free generations, which is why then I just came in and do in Higgsfield instead of just going to Gemini. But if you go Gemini, I think with the correct prompt, you should be able to achieve something similar.
School one you learn from, is it AI Video Bootcamp?
There's 2. This is the AI Video School. Then AI Video Bootcamp is another one to learn from.
Yeah, I'm inside the AI Video Bootcamp.
Inside AI Video Bootcamp, right? If you go to the cloning portion, they also show you a way to clone yourself. But that one, you need to use HeyGen.
I tried HeyGen before, 1 year ago. I don't like the output, but I'm not sure whether it has already...
Or whether the software itself got better.
Correct. But the voice also Singlish.
Or Singlish, wait. The voice is you put in, you record yourself, or you ask it to like generate a voice. Right?
I can't remember, but that time it was also my infancy stage of playing with AI stuff.
But then, yeah, I think probably back then AI is not... No, I think in recent times, AI like results is getting like exponential growth like that. Yeah. So I think 1 year ago probably it's not as nice. But this time around, yeah. Okay. So now talking about AI backdrop, that's why here you use the prompt, you can generate 2 by 2 grid. Then you have 4 options in one generation, then you can choose which one you want. Okay. And the aspect ratio need to click properly because got one time I want to do Instagram reel, but I forget to change to 9 to 16, then generate it because it's a desktop version.
So it uses up your token, your credits.
Like just now when I show you here, right? Yeah, you see, generally need two tokens. Then if you need 4K, right, is 4 tokens. Yeah. So when you are playing with credits, then you need to have innovative way to save credits.
Actually, for your Higgsfield account, or you're using a basic plan?
I think basic plan, the basic 1,000 credit a month plan. But it's quite X lah. I think Higgsfield, I think first month there's some like discount, but if not, it's like maybe $60-$70 per month.
Sorry, how much per month?
$60-$70 per month.
$60.
Wait, if you do monthly, right? Mine is the plus one, but this is in USD. And if you do annual, it's cheaper. But then if it's not annual, I think it's 49 USD. So it's $60-$70 SGD a month.
Oh,
yeah. So even in all the AI video bootcamp or AI school, they all recommend that you don't lock in one annual one because AI move at such a fast pace. Maybe in 1-2 months later, a brand new model come out.
Correct.
Yeah, so it's like you don't have to lock yourself in. And for me, I'm just trying out to see which one is best. And for now, I think cinematic kind of thing, I will still go with Higgsfield. But if I want to do a talking head, right, I'm gonna go to VI already. Yeah.
This one will be enough for just a talking head video.
Yeah, this one I have not tried out all the different because here I think they also have. They do have a lot of different. You also can create your AI avatar. I don't know how well it will perform. Yeah.
So just curious, when you posted the video, right, that looks very real. Is it from Higgsfield or is it from Veed?
It's from .io.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
It's the workflow that I showed you right just now on the PowerPoint.
Yeah.
It's really just from Veed.io. You just use your image, you use your voice, it comes out everything nicely. Later I'll show you how to press where all this.
Yeah, I think it's really good enough because if you just want to add B-rolls, just use CapCut and then just put over.
Correct. Yeah, then you can put your caption, use auto caption, then you can add all the stickers and stuff like that. That's
it's good enough already for.
Then I think that is good enough because I think Veed.io, the plan that I have is like 20 USD a month or something. You don't really need to go until Higgsfield kind of level to do it. I'm just trying to see how come my generation here. Okay, so very easily, once you have your backdrop image, your voice recording, you upload to Veed.io, right? You can have your talking head video being generated in a few minutes. Yeah, see here is my image, correct? This one is the one that comes out with the talking. And I don't code, but I won an AI hackathon. Yeah, how it's done is when you create, you go to. Hold on. This is the first time I use. Not first time I use. This is the first few times that I feed it around.
Need to get used to it. When I first used Claude also, look very simple, right? But need to get used to the navigation.
Yeah, because from the start, this is why AI is so powerful. I have never made a video before. And yesterday was when I downloaded CapCut, downloaded all this subscription. Then immediately the next day, I can already have a talking head video that is like looking professional. Yeah, okay. So here is where so just now what I did was I go to create, then I go to a new project. Then once you're at a new project, then you can add your picture.
Okay, so add picture.
Yeah, correct.
The picture is from the again?
So upload here.
Yeah, and the picture is just a picture that has your face lit up and bright.
No, the picture is the picture that already upgraded by NanoBanana. So this is my usual picture. Then you use NanoBanana and upgrade already. Then when you put in, you should put in the processed one. Yeah, the processed one. Was unsuccessful. I think the hard part about all this is there's so many different, then within each, right? Like for instance, if you go into video, correct, then you got so many different things that you can use. So clean motion control was the one that I used that I didn't get a very good result. Then you see there's 2.0.
Yeah, so many.
It's so many. Then it's like, how do you know then which one is the one that,
Even the CapCut also got a seed done.
Yeah, CapCut also got a seed done. Everywhere also have like different kind of.
Yeah, I think it really takes discipline to not go down the rabbit hole. Like now you say Veed.io, you just use that, then just follow the same process, the boring steps.
Because I saw, how come cannot upload?
It's okay? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here you then choose your model. Then you go to speech to video, Veed Fabric 1.0. This is the one that I use. Okay.
Speech to video. Okay.
Speech to video, Veed Fabric 1.0. Because if you go to YouTube, right, then you go and search because I want to save money. Right? Because I already think that I thought clean motion would already help me already. Then I already signed up with Higgsfield. In Higgsfield, they also have some kind of a lip sync studio.
Yeah. So
within here, there's also a lot of different models. So I'm like, actually, I don't want to waste money. I want to try to see whether here got any models can work or not. I open then here got so many models again. So I'm confused again. Which one to use? I already tried. I almost generated idea because then since got so many, then I go to YouTube and then I see people comparing all the different. Model on how good it is. Then I see, right, of all these, right, wow, none of them look realistic at all. Then I'm like, oh shit, like even though I subscribe already, maybe I don't think I can use it for talking head video. Yeah. Then after that, I saw another ad, someone else also did something that is super realistic. Then I went to buy the course and I went in to see how to do it. And this guy, he really just used this Veed Fabric 1.0. Yeah. Okay. So once you have your picture here, you upload your audio. Okay. So it's either when you upload, right, it's either you use their AI voice, you record yourself. So this is what I did. So Claude give me a script already, right? Then I don't need to look into the camera anymore because my image already looking in the camera and take a picture already and generate nicely already. I just come here, I record, so can only record up to 5 minutes. So I doubt any video that you want to post on Instagram will end up until 5 minutes. So I record. I think 5 minutes is because maybe my credit is last time was only like around 500 credits. I also not sure.
So
But
this
even
recording
if-
is what? This recording is your speech or what?
This is my speech. So I use the microphone that you introduced me.
Or you bought it?
I got it. Yeah. Thanks for the intro. Then I use it to record this speech out so that the speech is very clear. Because if you just use your laptop recording of my recording, I'm not sure how clear it will be. So Yeti didn't fail me. Yeah. So here, right, anytime you want, okay, then you click record. And after that, you say, oh, hi, my name is Kok Lin. I don't code, but I want an hackathon. Then once done already, you click done. Okay. Then after that, you can preview to see whether you like this voice or not. Okay. Then it takes a while to load. You can click preview, then you can hear. Then you see, okay, this is okay. You see, now it's done already. So you can preview to see. Okay, after that, you say, oh, hi, my name is Kok Lin. I don't code, but I want an AI hacker. Then once done already, you click done. Yeah. Then
Sorry, just to clarify, because I'm a bit lost. So this step right now that you have is just to train your voice, or it's actually the script to be.
It's the script to be read already.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you see here, right? Okay. So just now when I go through my workflow, there's a part where I need the voice, correct? So I go back to the workflow here. If you see here, once I have the script, I need the voice to feed into VIO. To feed into VIO, I can either use ElevenLabs voice here or I record directly. Correct? So this stage here, right, is basically if you already have a voice from ElevenLabs, you can upload. But if you want to save money, don't want to do ElevenLabs, and your video not going to be very long anyway, your script you can just read off or something, right? Then you can technically just record here, just read the script. Then once you're done, right? Hi, I'm Kok Lin. Okay, once you're done, right, then you can add speech here. Okay, so it will take a while to load. Need add speech. Once you add speech, then you can generate a video. Yeah, but this generation need 5 credits. So depending on how long your voice is, right, then this model, the number of credits that you need will be more and more. So I think I signed up for the basic plan. It gives you 500 credits. So you saw my video was around 30 plus seconds to 40 seconds, right? Yeah, so that will take up around 70 plus credits.
Sorry, 17 or 70?
70 plus. So I only generate once, right? My credits from 500 drop to 422.
Huh? So much?
It's because it depends on how much audio you put. Which is why I say if you are very good at editing, then you do B-roll all this, right? Your voice, all this can still continue, correct? But this talking head part, you don't need so many. Then you break up and generate.
Okay, wow.
Okay, this is, yeah, okay, so this one, I think is 20 USD per month if you do monthly. If you do annual, is 10 USD a month. Then if you do like a 30-second video, like me like that, you probably can do how many? Maybe 5 to 6 talking head video.
It's like 2 credits for 1 second.
Yeah. So it's, I feel if you compare to, okay, if you want to have this quality of a talking head, you need a nice studio, you need to make sure you look proper and stuff like that. You probably take way more time than just spending, okay, let's say you do the annual plan, right? You're just probably gonna spend 10 USD per month. You can generate 5 of that kind of videos. It's how much investment you're gonna put in, I would say. It's definitely not cheap because you want video generation. Even you use Claude, or sometimes you also hit the limit. That is on text. Here you are playing with video. Yeah. It's how much, I'll say how much you are willing to doing this. Because there's a lot of different use cases, like I said. For your own use, right, you can test a lot of different hooks. Then you can see which one will perform better. You don't need to re-record so many times. You just need to change the audio every time. Then after your caption, all this you can add at the back, right? Yeah. And in of marketing, you definitely need a lot of different videos with different hook to test which video perform. Right? You need all these videos for A/B testing. Then you can double down on the video that works.
Okay, so to clarify, we can do like a main one, which is say main video without hook. Okay, generate that one. Then later we can try the next video, a new hook. Just a hook video alone, and then use CapCut to join them together, then test them.
Oh,
what you're saying?
I know what you're saying. Yeah. So for that one, that variation is like you do one normal one already. Then after that, you just different at the front. So you don't be so. Yeah, it works also.
Got it. What about those lip sync? So for example, I don't want to record. Is it possible that the AI is retraining in our voice? We just upload the text, the script, and then let it just lip sync.
Okay, so this audio that I put in, right, it auto lip sync, correct? Because my character didn't move. I only put the audio. So all the eye movement, hand movement, mouth movement is the AI. Yeah. So as long as your audio is updated, correct? It's okay. Every time you test a new hook, maybe you need to re-record again. That is if you want to save money on the voice portion. Because this entire workflow, you just need picture and voice. Correct. If you want to save money on the voice version, you record yourself. But if you don't want, you want to always have like as long as I just put in the words, then it will already have my voice and I can immediately download and upload here. Then you need ElevenLabs. 11.
Yeah.
But ElevenLabs, I think it's not so expensive also. You can see the pricing. Let me see. Oh, okay. Free. You probably need creator because I recall you need professional voice cloning. Professional voice cloning, then you will, okay, so it's like $22 USD a month. After the month, yeah. Then this professional voice cloning, I seen you need to put in 30 plus minutes of you speaking, which I think for tutors quite easy, right? Because when you teach if you record when you teach, right, you probably talk more than 30 minutes. So you just, for normal people, a bit hard. If you don't have if you don't run workshop, you don't run semi, then technically your speaking time, you don't have it recorded more than 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Then it's very hard to train the voice cloning. Then if it's not trained, right, then it won't sound as realistic anymore. So if it's trained properly, right, then it's like when you speak with intonation and stuff like that, then it will be a very good kind of voice clone. And once you clone it already, you still need to play around with the script one. It's not, okay, the script you put in, they will say exactly as it is. But sometimes it might pause at a weird place. Then maybe remove a comma. Or if you put AI, like you want to say AI, right? Maybe you need a spacing in between. Or maybe you need to put two AI words together, but both need to caps. So it's like, these are the other additional things that you might need to feeder around if you are using voice cloning software.
Yeah.
It's not so straightforward to say, oh, I clone only, I want to do anything also can. But you still need to do some troubleshooting. Yeah. So in ElevenLabs, right, you can do all this troubleshooting. So you put in the script, right, then you press play on, then it will speak. Then you see, okay, this part a bit, okay, I take away the full stop. Or this part they just run through, I need a full stop. Yeah, then you play. Okay, sweet already. Then, okay, this is what you need to export. Then you export. Then you have an audio file. Then the audio file, then you come into Veed here. Then you put in the audio here. Then you...
Yeah, for that amount of work, I think sometimes we rather just say one time.
Yeah, if you rather say one time, then, and you're confident enough. For me, I think 1 or 2 times. Because first, I do, okay, doesn't sound very enthusiastic. Okay, then after that, oh, this one, okay, I put it on. Then I just went. But for instance, if you want to think of it a longer term, for instance, you now have everything in your pipeline already. For instance, maybe I have a lot of different pictures that I have already, like of different backgrounds, like of maybe my house or my below downstairs, my coffee shop and stuff like that. Then you also have your voice professionally, for instance. Then you can actually have a workflow done up by Claude. You connect all the VIO, you connect your 11 voice, 11Labs API, all this. Then you can come up with workflow to automatically come up with a talking video. Yeah, that is something, if you have time to explore and you want to automate this entire thing, that is something that you can do. Because I think for this is quite stable. Your picture is, once generated one time, you can keep using already. Right? The only thing that you need to make sure is correct is the audio. Right? So now if there's so little variables, right, technically you can come up with a talking video like a clockwork ladder. You can have a workflow to do it. Right?
I have seen a TikTok account of this lady, a very soothing voice and like sharing advice on relationship. Wow, it's a new account and it has about, I think, 250,000 followers. And you know that the account is AI video, everything's AI. And the person is not even real.
So I think that's the power of AI. Okay, so I think when I just really got into Instagram, I saw that, okay, to help with the algo, you post every day, something like that. Then I'm like, then if I need to post every day, then every time I need to, if I don't have idea or I have no time to do certain things, then actually this is something that can really help. Because those are AI generated, right? They can afford to post every day. Once you hit a certain number of followings and stuff like that, then actually it might already pay off the amount of cost you used to generate it. Of course, then you need to have all the script done up properly and all the like video editing things also or in a workflow already. Yeah. Then probably it will be quite easy to pump out so many videos, even without having a proper crew.
Yeah, I think that one will be another conversation, which is how do you monetize your content? How do you monetize your followers? Yeah, wow. 1 hour of sharing.
Okay, yeah, I think that's all for my sharing. Behind is the call to action part. If you like my sharing, you can follow my Instagram. As you can see, really, I just started this only. I think I just created this Instagram page yesterday. But then, okay, I pulled the trigger, I put the first talking video. Then I have more AI videos to come. So what I do is I help professionals and SME owners like put in AI into their workflow. Right? And this is where I will share all the practical use cases that I came across, so that it might also sometimes spark an idea like, hey, oh, actually, this is pretty similar to one of the things that I'm doing manually now. Maybe AI can help me with that and stuff like that. So this page is for that. So what if AI could help you with this and stuff? Yeah.
Could you share maybe in the next 1 or 2 minutes, share a bit more context? Because personally, I'm also very interested in what you're doing. What do you mean by putting AI into the workflow? Because for example, using Claude, they can say, oh, I'm using ChatGPT for ideation. I'm already using AI, but I think your context is probably more advanced. Can you shed more lights on?
I can share
an example. That would be nice.
I can share a demo for you for one of my clients.
Who's your ICP, your ideal client profile? What sort of challenges do you solve? And then what solution do you bring?
Okay, so for now, I don't really zoom in into the particular ideal client profile. I generalize us. I just help all the different kind of professionals. Could be real estate, could be financial advisors. So I think yesterday I just gave a workshop to 20 plus financial advisors.
Wow, amazing.
It's really anyone out that can think about how they want to use AI. So for instance, I give you one example.
Maybe financial advisor, because I think we tap on, we can talk about what is flowing for you, like advisor, then yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But advisor also can. So this advisor, right, he always need to send weekly investment updates to his clients. And plus, if he want to do it weekly, then every time he actually need to do the research work. Yeah, so this is something that we built for him. So if you look in the GT, right, this is what you can do. You see, okay, I only want from, for instance, all the credible sources and stuff like that. How I want it. So you give it a role and an objective, what he's supposed to do, what kind of things that he needs to do, where can he take all his research from. then what are the steps you need to do and stuff like that. Then what is the output? Okay, I want to give a weekly update. Then got one part he say, okay, maybe I also want a TLDR section and stuff like that. Then this is what you can code inside now. So every time now, I think it's even better because now, last time, the time I built for him, right, you can't schedule anything. But this time you can schedule every Monday, you run this workflow. Then he will already tell you, okay, this weekly update is what are the key highlights. TLDR, if you don't want to read all this, then if you want to get into a certain perspective, then always they add this for information and educational purpose only. You should not consider. So imagine if you every month and every week you do this, you spend 1-2 hours. You just press one button, you already save that 1-2 hours. That's how powerful it is now. If you can think of how you want to use AI to for some of your workflows, you can use this to simply already simplify parts of your workflow. But when you try to build the entire whole thing, or you try to link all the different workflows together, then it can run SCDs and stuff like that. But for more practical cases for everyone, right, that I've seen so far, custom GPT is one of the things that they can start to train this prompt engineering muscle, such that when you reach a higher level, it's mostly about prompt engineering. Then after that, it will then transit into coding already, which is like Claude help you code certain things. But then for us non-coders, it's very hard to tell whether the codes that is written by Claude Code is good or not. In the end, if you want it to be like for production use and all this, you still need some professional to help you see. As much as the AI can still help you audit your codes, I still think that it needs a human in the loop. This is what I always say. Like, for instance, it can give you all this, right? But you still need to read through to see whether everything makes sense or not.
Yeah.
You cannot just, now AI help me do, then I just take, then I just throw. AI can help you do all the research, 80% there, right? You need to prove that additional 20% to make sure, okay, all this, what is really happening? I can go through a few sources and check out. So from here, even if you can also further make it, you also can further prompt it to say, okay, of all this information you give me, right? Give me the source to all this information. Then you can double check. You say all this is because from which source? You say all this is because of which source? Then it still cuts the research time, and already you don't really need to spread out everything anymore. You just need to, now you have a very smart AI assistant that can help you come up with everything. Now you're like a reviewer role. Every time you go in, you try to review to see whether it makes sense or not. Yeah. If you want to see, I can show you another one. So this one is a commodity trader.
As long as they're starting sensitive or confidential.
Okay, so what he needs is like a lead generation kind of thing. So if you put in the prompts properly, if you click start, right, it can really claw all the information for you. So this is like a B2B lead generation kind of thing. So all this information are publicly available. Yeah.
Okay. So in a sense, you are designing custom GPT in ChatGPT, and then you design the custom GPT for them, and then you give them the link to the custom GPT, and then they just click a button to run through the process.
Yeah, it could be click a button, or it can guide you through. There are some that is guide you through. For instance,
yeah, because I think I can hear people saying that actually all this I can also do by myself. Why do I need?
If you don't really, if that is okay, a lot of people think, okay, all these things I can do by myself. Why I need your help? Right?
Yeah.
So some people are really just no time to do it, because when you do it, it doesn't mean you do your prompt one time. You will be. If you are using AI for some time, you need to test trial and error a lot of times.
Yeah.
You also need to know how to prompt it properly so that it will not hallucinate. You need to know how to prompt it properly so that it will listen to you. It won't drift off and do its own thing. Then if I have already built so many different custom GPT, I will already have if I build, I will build faster than you. And the output will also be better. Another value add that I have is I help you think through your workflow properly. If your workflow is weak or certain parts that can be further improved, I will help you improve that portion. Yeah.
Got it.
So it's sometimes, you can, okay, so AI really rewards people that have very good workflows. So let's say if your workflow is damn solid, right? AI can help you accelerate your very solid work. But if your workflow is damn it accelerates a very cui flow, your output cui. Then
translate to some non-Chinese.
It's like terrible. The output is weak.
Terrible.
Yeah, your workflow is weak. Whatever you generate from the workflow, no matter how fast you can do, it's all weak output.
It's just like scaling a business. If the business has a test, when you scale it, the test will magnify. But if the business has very strong foundation, when you scale it, it's going to reward you multiple times.
Yes, what you mean. And I will also help you see whether something is worth automating or not. Right? Because you might spend a lot of money trying to automate something that actually don't give you a very important output. You are not solving a bottleneck.
Got it.
And yeah, what's the ROI from making this automation? Because now, everything also can automate. Everyone is like, sure, do automation here and there. Then after that, a lot of people, Claude Code can do so many things. So I use Claude Code. I don't need anyone help already. I do myself. Then and the workflow build can work, but then actually token. Anytime you run one, your limit hit because your workflow is not very good. You never save token, or there's a better way to do it, but you never explore that way. Correct. Then after that, probably you spend all this time to make a workflow have so much token, but actually the impact from making this automation only save maybe 10-15 minutes of your time. Then you're automating the wrong things already. Actually.
Got it. So you need an expert like yourself who has experience, who know the nuance to tweak. Yeah, because for layman, we have no idea what to do and we don't know what we don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you can just stop share.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Share Zoom. Okay.
Okay, Kok Lin, thanks so much for sharing. Hey, don't go off here. Yeah. Okay, so everyone, if you want to follow Kok, I will put the G link in the YouTube description below. Yeah, and then follow him to get more key insights on generative AI for videos. And I'm sure that you're going to explore more.
Yeah,
Maybe next time have AI hologram.
Maybe next time this person speaking is AI already. I don't know.
Yeah, then I think as much as I'm very excited about what is there to look forward to, but I'm also a bit scared, what is the possibilities? Yeah.
I think quite crazy. I really cannot, because both of us have kids, I really cannot imagine now with AI, 10 years later, 20 years later, how the world will be for them. Yeah.